Hello, my spooky friends. Welcome to 31 Days Till Halloween. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos just as much as I am making these videos for you guys. Like every other video, I am looking forward in sharing this video with you guys. I am going to be talking about Lizzie Borden bed and breakfast in Riverfall, Massachusetts. I have a little trouble saying some states, so I'm sorry I said it kind of slow. Lizzie Maplecroft Mansion was home to a legend axe murder for nearly 35 years after being accused of murdering her parents. It's believed that her spirit hangs on in her beloved home, as well as the home she lived across town where the murders took place. In 1892, Lizzie was accused of murdering her stepmother, Abby, and her father, Andrew, with a hatchet in cold blood. Although there were multiple suspects, Lizzie was the only person that was arrested and tried for the crime. Imprisoned for 10 months, Lizzie stood trial. To the dismay of the entire country, she was acquitted of the crime. To this day, no one but Lizzie knew except the truth behind the crime. When the police investigated the crime scene, there was just no hard evidence to be found. Questioning the household members, they began to put together what they assume to be the evidence or events that had taken place. They also decided that Lizzie was the culprit that murdered her parents. Lizzie was arrested a few days later after a lengthy investigation. The case went to trial, and despite and conflicting and ever-changing testimonies and the lack of hard evidence, Lizzie was again acquitted by the jury of 12 men and set free. Lizzie lovingly named her home Maplecroft, and she and her sister Emma settled into the 1878 7-bedroom, 3.5-bathroom luxury home together. She reportedly she had only a few friends, but still threw themed parties and entertained in a lavish setting. For the most part, Lizzie lived a scheduled life away from accusing glares of the town folk all around her. The sisters lived life together in the house for 12 years until a dispute took place and they parted their own ways. Emma moved to New Hampshire, and the two never spoke again. It's uncertain what their acquittal was over, though some believed it was involved a man through to be the boyfriend of Lizzie. No records were really clear involving the argument, but it said both women lived alone until their deaths, ironically 9 days apart. Lizzie died at the age of 66 in her beloved home, and her wake was held in a parlor room of the house. A few attended the service, but that was to be kind of expected. Enter Leslie, one of the accounts says Lizzie had prepared a list of invites to the funeral. When the invites went out, the attendees arrived. However, the funeral was held on a different day. Her sister Emma fell and broke her hip the day Lizzie died. She died from infections and complications from the fall about 9 days later. From the 1940s to the 1970s, the Applecroft was owned by a Silva family, and Frank Silva was 9 years old when his family took the residence of the home. He remembers the home an enjoyable place to live, despite the neighborhood's kids chanting the Lizzie Borden nursery rhyme to him on the way to school. Lizzie Borden took an axe and gave her mother 40 whacks. Was what they were saying. When she was what she had done, she given her father 40 whacks. 41. It was a bit morbid of a nursery rhyme. Still, it was part of Sylvia's childhood, tied to the house. The Sylvia family had an unusual pet when they lived in the house. The parents had gifted Frank a chimpanzee chimpanzee monkey named Rab, and Rab lived in the cage in the kitchen, and that's when it wasn't causing the mischief, Frank says. In Andrew Bidborman suit, people left coins on the dresser in his room and appease Andrew's spirit, but his left known touched the visitors when they least expected. In John Morrison's bedroom, people have reported lots of paranormal activity in his room, and many have failed to spend an entire night before packing up and just going home. In Abby's room, the paranormal television show of haunted towns encountered a shadow person in this room. Not an uncommon situation. In Lizzie's room, the bookcase in the corner of the room is always kept locked, but only because there are some valuable books kept in there, but also because when it wasn't kept locked, the doors would known to fly open on its own. The Hosa Nontil room is known to be haunted by the spirits of 2 young children that were murdered by their own mother next door. There's a chest full of toys that they'll often play with. It's known a room where people have reported having their legs lifted off the bed by unseen hands. In Bridget Sullivan's room, many people, including former Liz Borden B&B manager Lee Ann, have reported strange things happenings in the room. Shadow figures, odd sensations of being watched, and even furniture moving on its own have also been reported. In the room of Andrew Jennings, the antique sewing machine has a habit of having its heavy foot pedal go up and down on its own. Some taps investigators who returned to the house following the Lizzie Borden episode of Ghost Hunter experience that had been a phenomenon, and some people think that it could be a mysterious bang heard from a classic episode. From that being said, that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, one thing I would appreciate if you guys let me know in the comments. If you guys want me to visit some of these places, please let me know in the comments, and I could possibly do it next October for you guys. And if you guys aren't already subscribed or yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I am trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I hope to see you guys in tomorrow's video. And please don't forget to stay spooky. Bye.